Come on now. No, don't follow me, Dad. Dad, I'm trying. I'm dead. I'm trying to do stuff. Okay. Hello, guys, and welcome back to some more Fallout 3 Modded. We are still in the simulation where everything is perfect, and it's also very old school black and white, where it kind of looks a little bit of yellow. Now we need to find the abandoned house again. This is this one, and actually no, we don't. Wait. We're supposed to bully the kid. Can I, guys, you're kind of in the way. Let me just, there we go. All right, now let me just compare. Thank you. All right, where's this kid? I hate this kid anyway, so I'm happy by bullying him. Look at this. Huh. Yeah. What do you think of me doing this to your lemonade stand, huh? Lemonade $5 for a piece of 5 cents. That's too much for lemonade.
Hiya.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Wanna play?
Hey, I heard your parents are getting divorced because of you.
What? Did I do something bad?
They know what you did, and they're leaving you here all alone. They've never loved you. In fact, they both hate you and wish you were dead.
No, not my mommy and daddy, no.
Alright, I made him cry. What now?
Decided you want to play after all, huh?
I had a feeling you'd come around.
Aha, see, there we go. The real person, huh?
But it'll do. Since you won the game, you get a prize. You may ask one question, which I will answer as honestly as possible.
Where's my father? What is this place? Just who are you? How do I get out of here?
An interesting choice. Certainly not what I had anticipated. Simply put, you leave when I say so. This place is under my control and I dictate the terms. If I decide to let you go, you may go.
Uh-huh, okay. You can't do this to me.
On the contrary, I believe you'll find that here, I can do most anything I like.
Now let's discuss your next task.
The Rockwells live such a happy life. Their marriage is the cornerstone of that life. Destroy their marriage. How you do it is up to you, but you may not kill either of them.
So they live a happy life, okay, and what am I supposed to be doing? What have you done to my father?
Have you met Doc, the dog? He's another new arrival, much like yourself. He might seem a bit familiar to you, huh?
And there you go, that's where the dad is. Okay, so you turned my dad into a dog. Hello, Doc. Don't worry, Dad, I'll turn you normal soon. Dad, is that really you? I don't really know what I was supposed to... Never mind. Oh, god damn it, really? Why does it do this?
Yes?
Find Dad. Yes, I know where Dad is. If that keeps going, I might just have to turn that off. I really hope it won't keep happening. Oh well, time to do the secret outage. I don't want to cause these people a miserable last life. So what I'm gonna do is I will, first of all, take this little kiddo. Yes, there we go. That's what I think of lemonade. Okay, and now to the abandoned house. Actually, should I talk to them first? You know, I might as well talk to them first. I want to get a little taste of what life was like before the bombs fell, you know?
Good. Hey there. Got anything?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm afraid I've lost my Tio mapper. What?
That's okay. Here's another.
When did I lose that?
Well, hi there.
Hello. Have you seen my dad?
No, sweetie, I haven't. I'm sure he'll come looking for you before long, though.
Nice day, isn't it?
It sure is. but it always is here.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
Well, George and I have been here, why, as long as I can remember.
Okay, this is a pretty convincing simulation.
What? Oh, sweetie, maybe you should just run along and play.
Also, you just don't acknowledge it, huh? Hello. Oh, go away. Stop crying, for goodness sake. Little crybaby. Where did George go? Oh, there you
Hey there, sport. How's
are. It's you. Never mind, I don't want to talk to you. You're the annoying dude. So let's go about this area. So how far away is this? Whoops. I can't jump over the fence. Being tiny sucks. There's a big fence around the whole area, so the simulation sticks to this area. Okay. I mean, the reason why I'm not finishing this fast is because I think this is extremely cool. Like, I like this segment of the game. It feels so cool. But can I just... Oh, I drank. Oh, okay. I mean, the simulation apparently seems to be quite real.
Say, Martha. Mabel, I meant to ask you, have you seen the new Robco catalog? I thought you might be interested, since you don't seem to like your Mr. Handy. No, I don't like robots. Don't like the one I have, and don't want a new one. If I didn't rely on the thing so much, I'd just get rid of it. Really, Mabel, it's fine. There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's just another machine. Just the same, I don't trust it. I swear. It watches me sometimes.
The machine?
It's perfectly safe, I'm sure. Everyone here
Oh, I don't even have my Pip-Boy. I just have a... Ooh, this is cool.
has one, and no one's ever had a problem. Hi, Mabel. How's it going?
Oh my god.
I'm annoyed, Martha. Timmy left his roller skates in my house again. He needs to learn to pick up after himself. Well,
I found lazy underwear. It's mine now. I was about to wear it as a kid to see how it looked. In a non-creepy way, of course. But then I figured out I couldn't actually take out anything. When you look at what the time says. I want a watch like this, by the way. It looks cool. Oh, well. Abandoned house it is. It's not this one. Where is the abandoned house?
Good day.
No, very bad day. I don't like being here. Let me out. Has to be this one over here. I can't believe it's the last house I didn't check. Okay, let's see. What can I do? So these objects here are actually the key. I don't exactly know which thing I'm supposed to do. Can you guys, like, get in here, please? I'm gonna have to solve that puzzle thingy, and I would prefer to do it without you guys in the way. Wrong. The radio. Radio, class, gnome, and cinderblock. No. Radio, class, gnome. What's the other thing I can do? Oh. Empty bottle? No. What? Radio? Has to be something else I can interact with here. Cinderblock, radio. No, there's nothing. Oh, I can go back to the same one. Oh boy. This. And then this. No. Radio. bottle, gnome, bottle, gnome, bottle, radio. No, radio, bottle, gnome, bottle, glass. But then I forgot. Radio, bottle, gnome, bottle, cinder block. Radio. Radio, bottle, gnome, bottle, cinder block. Wasn't gnome. Wasn't that one. The glass again? No. Radio, glass, gnome, glass, cinder block, gnome? Yeah, then gnome. So radio, glass, gnome, glass, cinder block, gnome, and then bottle. I actually didn't know this puzzle. I just knew it had something to do with these objects. So that was all guessing. I'm surprised I got it this fast. Last time I had to look up like a tutorial. I remember last time I did this. That's also why I remember this specific part of the game. Because like I just couldn't get it. I was so confused. Well, the 111 auxiliary command terminal. The heck is Chinese invasion program? Toucan Lagoon. I finally come to the realization that the Toucan Lagoon simulation has run its course. I'm tired of the beating sun and ceaseless pounding of the lagoon's waves upon the shore. I'm no longer taking pleasure in watching Simpsons wither away from scurvy or hearing Newsbaum screams as she's devoured by the Mako shark. I am quite simply bored. It is time to reset the simulation once again. Oh, so this is not the last one? I haven't been skiing in ages. Slalom Chalet. Yesterday, Diddle slipped on the chalet's icy stairs, went airborne and managed to impale herself on the wrought iron fence. It was spectacular and completely and utterly random. Is there anything more sublime than the bold crimson and fresh fallen snow? It was almost enough to make me reconsider a change of scenery, but not quite. 23 years is a long enough vacation in the Swiss Alps. I long for something more domestic. Really? Tranquility Lane. I surprised myself. I find Tranquility Lane comforting. Although distinctly American, it somehow reminds me of Kronach, the town of my childhood. There's a beautiful irony with this particular simulation, as well as the residents here are naturally at home. Naturally safe. When I toy with them, when the suburban illusion is suddenly broken, it's that much more satisfying. I do believe we shall all remain here in Tranquility Lane for a very long time. A very long time indeed. Action version control display. Current version. Report manual override. Pause disabled. Override. Okay. Previous version notes. New program. Tranquility Lane loaded. Authorization. Brown. Previous versions wiped. Alright, then let me initiate Chinese invasion program. Failsafe. There are days I consider finally pulling the plug, as it were, and putting a permanent end to both the simulation and my life. That is the reason I requested installation of General Chase and Chinese invasion program. After all, by disabling the safety protocols, I have ensured that each subject involved 1L12 will physically die if the in-simulation avatars are killed. What? Real-world death. End of simulation. The perfect failsafe. At least it would have been, if not for my own misjudgment. I knew when the simulation first went online that the secondary safeties, those established for all Vault-Tec and military personnel, would prevent my own real-world demise in the event of a failsafe execution. And then I would kill the subjects and save myself. I wouldn't want it any other way, or so I thought. It's true the failsafe would scare the living hell out of every resident in Tranquility Lane and lead to their brutal deaths, but then what about me? I have no ability to disable my own safety from within the simulation, and any other avatars I could create would be driven by the simulation's AI routines and not actual living, thinking human subjects. Where's the fun in tormenting a machine? And so the release of the real-world subjects is more than they deserve, more than I could bear. They'd be dead, and I'd be left here in Tranquility Lane alone, tragically bored for all eternity. I can think of nothing more unacceptable. Really? Okay. Dr. Brown, here's the revised code for the military training program you've expressed interest in. I'm not sure exactly what you want with it, and I again stress that this program was never designed to be run with civilian equipment. Frankly, I don't expect any systems you have access to can even run it. But if you can run this program with the failsafe off as requested, your real-world test subjects will die if killed in the simulation. It goes without saying that officially I denied your request. General Constantine Chase, U.S. military training program. A communist incursion in U.S. soil. Yeah, I can get why U.S. generals would be a little upset about that. Warning, test subjects will... Okay. Initiate Chinese invasion. Safe, fail safe. I've gained karma. Oh my goodness. You're not supposed to... Well, I guess that's what the fail-safe meant, huh? Just everyone getting shot by the freaking Chinese. Simulation prevents you from tampering with the body. Ron, help. Chinese are invading, I'm just a kid. A very badass kid who initiated this. I'm a spy from the Chinese. Oh yeah. Oh well. Here you go, Betty.
Do you realize what you've done? You've triggered the failsafe, ruined everything. The subjects will die and I'll be stuck here in this hell alone.
You ruined everything! Everything!
It's all over now. You shut up and answer my questions.
It is not over. It is not over until I say so. Do you understand me? I
just want things to go back the way they were.
I came here for my father. Now where is he?
He's been right here the whole time. And you were too dense to figure it out. The dog, you see.
Man's best friend. But now you've taken all my friends from me.
So my father's okay? I can get him back?
Yes, I'm sure he's fine. No doubt when you leave the simulation, he'll be waiting for you.
But there's no one waiting for me.
Tell me about the gig.
The Garden of Eden creation kit. It was for terraforming, for restoring the world after a nuclear disaster. Unstable technology, and ultimately boring. Why remake the old reality when instead you could create any reality you choose?
And tell me about this place, you know, about Tranquility Lane. You said it was about your hometown, didn't you?
It is my greatest achievement. The best of the many simulations I've run in these 200 years.
I played with the others, but they bored me. This version never grew old. It amused me over and over and over again.
Because you... I see. Because deep inside you're just lonely and want people to actually be happy. Maybe. Or, you know, you're just a Satanist who enjoys seeing people happy, then you can ruin their life. Tell me exactly who you are, who you really are.
My name is Stanislaus Braun. I'm a Vault-Tec scientist. I created this simulation for Vault-Tec, but for myself as well. It was my own design, my own perfection. A better reality than any other. Far greater than my work on the GEC.
The gag, huh? So I'm free to leave?
Isn't it obvious? You've run the failsafe, disrupted everything. I have no power over you.
There's the door. Go.
Oh, okay, thank you. Goodbye. Wait, can I want to try something. It might break the game, but I want to try something.
Do you realize?
Alright. Okay, where's the door? Oh, here's the door. Now, does this work? Alright, people. Come on now. No, don't follow me, Dad. Dad, I'm trying. I'm dead. I'm trying to do stuff. Okay. Trying to see if the kid followed me. Oh my gosh. She did follow me. Alright, cool. I now have Dr. Brown dude thing as my companion.
Son,
he was lonely, so I took him.
I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here?
Could you like talk when you don't have a gun in your face? What are you doing here? You could have been killed.
Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane. I thought I'd just find notes.
He's behind me. Don't say that much.
I needed information about Braun and his work on the Gek.
Did you get the information you needed?
I did indeed. Braun's work, the Gek, was designed to readapt environments for living after a nuclear war. It's not entirely stable, but I'm sure that components of that technology are just what we need, what we've been missing all this time. I need to return to Rivet City. Once Madison knows about the Gek, I can get her to see that it really will work.
You need to go back to Rivet City?
I can't do this on my own. Madison, Dr. Lee has a team of scientists working at Rivet City. They'll have to help. The
Will I have
facility
to?
hasn't been used in years. There'll be enough work for a good number of people, and it will take us a while. The sooner I get to Rivet City, the sooner Madison and I can get to work.
What about me? What am I supposed to do?
Yes, what about you? Why in fact are you outside the vault at all? I don't even want to know how you got out.
Wasn't even my
Much as I
fault.
appreciate your help. You were supposed to stay there, to make a life for yourself there, not out here.
You left me there without saying goodbye. What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to stay put. You could have had a good life in the vault. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
suppose
sure.
it's too late to go back now, isn't it? The Overseer would likely have a shot on sight. Well then, you'll just have to come with me to Rivet City. You've certainly proven yourself capable enough.
Alright, let's head for Rivet City then.
That's my boy. Let's hurry. Now that I know what we need, I want to get back to work as soon as possible.
What exactly is this Project Purity?
It started as an idea, really. Remember the Bible passage your mother loves so much?
Yeah, the
Free,
clean water.
Clean water for everyone. What a difference it could make in the lives of everyone here in the wastes. Over time, that idea took the form of a purifier. Not like the one in the vault, though. This one was gigantic, capable of purifying millions of gallons of water at once. We used the old Jefferson Memorial for the location, right on DC's tidal basin. Someday soon, I hope you'll see it work.
Alright, and can we just talk for a minute? No, so what happened to Project Purity?
In the year before you were born, things became difficult. There had always been something of a mutant problem in the city, but it became worse. They attacked more frequently and more aggressively. Support for the project eroded as time went on, when we couldn't produce any significant results. Progress came to a halt. And then you were born. Your mother and I had talked about what to do when that time came, but then we lost her, and I had to make a decision. I chose to leave. From what I understand, things happened quickly after that. It became too dangerous for the others to stay, and so the project was abandoned. Dr. Lee and her team left for what became Rivet City, and Project Purity has sat waiting ever since.
Aha, alright, and how did Mom really die?
I understand that you have reason to question a good many things I've told you over the years. But your mother... I've never lied to you about what happened. Not once. She died giving birth to you. It was a difficult time. She was so eager to meet you, to make a place for you in the world. If nothing else, please believe that she loved you very much.
Sure. What's the big deal about water anyway? Now, I'm not gonna ask that. That's a little bit weird. I know what the big deal is. Can we just talk for a minute?
Of course, son. What's on your mind?
Can we just go back to the vault, back to no? How could you leave me like that? What the hell were you thinking?
I wanted you to be safe. I didn't want this for you. A life out here in this godforsaken war zone. I couldn't tell you what I was doing because I didn't want you following me.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
Which clearly was not as successful as I imagined it would be.
Do you know how much chaos you caused? It's about Mom. You're trying so hard because of what happened to her.
Oh, my son. If only you could have known how much it meant to her. She believed in the work we were doing and was so determined to see it through. She gave up so much for this project. We all did. And I don't want that to have been for nothing.
Well, I think I understand. I'm glad we talked.
So am I, son. While this isn't what I had in mind, it's good to have you with me.
Alright, how about all the people? You like my friends? I've made so many friends. Ignore the new one that I got from the simulation. All other ones, and Jericho. But look at the women. They're good women. They're nice people. Is what I mean. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Alright.
Be careful, my son.
See, he even knew. He was like, be careful with the women, my son. Be careful about them. Oh, wait, where are we going? Wait, don't leave me. Wait for me. Damn, you're fast.
Hello, sir.
Goodbye, robot fellow. God damn. Slow down, Dad. Like a freaking speedy vehicle. It's like vroom vroom. Ooh. Oh, it's empty. Wait for me. Wait, you're dirty. Oh no, I can't.
I'll kill you before I let anyone harm my child.
I can't open my Pip-Boy. So, yeah, the game thinks I don't have a Pip-Boy. Okay, interesting. Well, it's fine. I'm gonna fix it from loading the earlier save. I do hope you guys enjoyed watching, though. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.